ह्यहङ्कारचित्तानि नाहं न च श्रोत्रजिह्वे न च घ्राणनेत्रे न च व्योमभूमिर्न तेजो न वायुः चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् शिवोऽहं 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 शिवोऽहम् न च प्राणसंज्ञो न वै पञ्चवायुः न वा सप्तधातुर्न वा पञ्चकोशाः न वाक्पाणिपादं न चोपस्थपायु चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् शिवोऽहं 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 शिवोऽहम्
Okay, so it's only a few seconds. Let's get settled down quickly. We will start soon. Jai Shri Krishna, good morning. Let's close the eyes, hands in Dhyan Mudra, back straight, relax shoulders. We will chant 3 long Omkars followed by the opening prayers. सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। Keep the eyes closed, join the hands at back of the body. Bow down to the Mother Supreme Earth, surrender to the earth. Inhale, come back up. Rub the palms against each other. Generate Urja. Place warm hands over the eyes and face. Move the palms over the eyes. Open and close eyes a few times in dark. Slowly slide the hands down as we gently open the eyes. And we'll start the session with warm up. Turn the palms 90 degree up, 90 degree down. So the Omkar chanting prayers we do every day before the beginning. This basically is kind of orientation. So we get our orientation done. So we all start with the same frequency, same tone, same orientation. Tight fist, separate fingers apart, 2 times. Now hold the tight fist. Then we will try to roll them forward. And roll them backward direction. Fold at the elbows, swing the arms up and down. Inhale, upward, exhale, downward. Connect all the fingers together over the shoulders. Separate them apart on the floor. Few times sideways. Hold all fingers together over the shoulders, and we will make a circle. Inhale while moving the elbows upward. Exhale, bringing them back and down. Deep inhale, deep exhale. And reverse the direction. Make sure the elbows touch once every rotation. And relax. Extend both hands sideways. Turn the palms 90 degree upward and circle the palms around the shoulders. Slow, steady, small circles. They are not simply up and down, but they are circles. And reverse the direction. And relax. Inhale, raise both hands up. Exhale, twist upper body onto the one side. Look back, align chin with the shoulder. Keep pressing the knee forward. Inhale, come back. Exhale onto the second side. Come back. We will do second time. Come back. Complete onto the second side. Come back. Again, extend both hands on a sideways. Drop the palm vertically down on the floor. Inhale, raise other hand up. Exhale, bend onto the one side. Make sure the knee stays down. Keep looking up into the ceiling. Keep pressing the palm and folded elbow down. Inhale. Exhale onto the second side. Come back. We will repeat. Try to keep the mind within the body and try to feel the different experience at the muscles, joints, different body parts, extensions, compressions, stretches. Come back. Inhale. Exhale. Complete onto the second side, second time. back. Now look straight at the level of the eyes. Deep inhale. As we exhale, just turn the head onto the right side. Align chin with the right shoulder. Look back. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, turn the head towards left. Feel the full stretches at the neck muscles. Come back. Second time. Come back. Exhale onto the second side. Come back. Now bring the right palm slightly left side of the head. Deep inhale. As we exhale, tilt the head onto the right side. We don't want to press it down with force, but at least we can put the weight of the hand. Inhale, center, second side. Exhale. Try to keep the trunk vertical, shoulder blade not moving, just the head and neck. We will do second time. Feel the extension on the one side of the neck, compression onto the other side. Complete onto the second side. Come back. Next inhalation, turn the head upward. Look up into the ceiling. Exhale, chin at the chest, head down. Inhale up again. Again the trunk, legs, arms completely still, just head and neck. Fully exhale, head down, chin at the chest. Now as we turn the head slightly onto the right side with inhalation, then we're going to start moving up into circular fashion. From the top, exhale towards left and bring the head down. Second circle, inhale on right and exhale on left. Then two circles from left to right. Inhale on left and exhale on right. Okay, continuing with the neck muscles, neck joint. Interlock the fingers, place the palms over the forehead. Deep breathe in as we press the head and palms against each other. Release the breath, release the palm from back of the head. Also try to push the elbows backward. So it will open up the chest. Okay, one more time. And from back of the head. And from side of the head. Do with the breath coordination. Alternatively, twice on both the sides. Okay, and we will sit in L shape. Dandasana, pole pose, both palms beside the hips, legs grounded, knees straight. Lean slightly forward as we pull the toes towards the body. Hold them for a few seconds. Then squeeze and release all the toes few times. we inhale, push all the toes together forward. Exhale, bring them backward. Inhale forward, exhale back. Few times, both the feet together. Make sure the knees stays grounded and alternate. Then circle the toes around the heels. And reverse the direction. Okay. Now hold at the right knee. Grab the lower right leg in both the hands or both the folded arms. As we inhale, pull the folded right leg all the way towards right. Exhale, bring them back towards left. Inhale, all the way towards right. Exhale, towards left. Third time. Exhale back. Then we will rest the right foot onto the left thigh. Interlock the right toes with the left fingers. Keep pressing the right knee down to the floor, creating spring action, making the hip joint more flexible, increasing the blood circulation. And also keep in mind that wherever our awareness is, energy flows there. So if we keep our awareness right at the currently this moment, whichever body parts we are utilizing, there will be more energy. Now bring the knee to the chin. Inhale, press it down to the floor, 2-3 seconds. Exhale, bring knee to the chin. Couple more times on the same side. Then straighten and relax the right leg. Now fold at the left knee. We will do Shishupalana onto the left side. Inhale, push the folded left leg all the way towards left. Exhale, towards right. Inhale, push it down towards left all the way. Exhale, bring it back to the right. Third time. And bring it back. Then gently rest the left foot onto the right thigh. Interlock the right fingers with the left toes. Keep on pressing the left knee down to the floor. See if we can bring the knees closer to the floor. That will create the spring action. Now bring knee to the chin. Inhale, press it down to the floor for 2-3 seconds. Exhale, bring it to the chin. Inhale down. Exhale up. And complete it total about 4 times. And once you're done, relax both the legs and fold at both the knees. We'll do Titli Asana, continuing onto the hip opening, the very good posture. Interlock the fingers, press them over the toes. Thumbs will go directly under the big toes. Inhale, raise knees all the way up. Exhale, press them down. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, down. So after a couple of times, we did slower with the full movements. Then we can do the shorten the movements and we can speed up. But our goal is to keep the knees closer to the floor. If they hit the floor, that would be great. We can even add more movements. We can lift the knees even further up and down. Okay, stop the flapping. We will roll the body side by side. Try to bring the knees all the way at the floor as we move the body closer to the heels. So now the heels is very close to the perineum. Hold the toes tightly. Back straight. Keep pressing knees down to the floor. We are doing Bhadrasana, the bound pose. Close the eyes. Keep awareness at the pelvis region, the hip joints. Now deeply inhale. Hold the breath into lower abdomen and observe that the extra stretches we feel at the hip joints. Hold the breath about 7 seconds, then breathe out, then breathe in again. And during the whole time, make sure the back remains straight, knees are pressed down to the floor. Then we can breathe out. Let's do 2 to 3 more rounds. Deep breathe in, hold the breath, and keep applying these 2 pressures, knees pushing them down, and try to hold the back straight. Continue keeping the awareness onto the hip joints, pelvis region. Okay, once done, then slowly open the eyes and roll the body side by side as we push the body away from the heels. So make a distance about 1 foot between the heels and the perineum. Now we are doing Baddha Konasana. Back straight, align the head and trunk, deep inhale. As we exhale, just bend down. Try to pull the upper body forward. We can push the shin bones backward with the folded elbows. And see if we can bring our chin onto the toes. Inhale, come back up. Second time, little bit longer duration this time. Fully exhale, bend down. Push the legs backward with the folded elbows so we can pull our trunk further forward and further down. We can inhale, exhale in a pose. Keep on pushing the trunk and head assembly together down each time when we exhale. Inhale, come back up and straighten the legs, lean backward. Try not to arch, not to curve the back. Back will remain straight. We are just leaning it backward. Separate the feet couple of feet apart. Roll the toes in and out. Keeping the knees straight, legs grounded. We can feel the movements all the way at the hip joints. Okay. Now cross the legs. Standard Panoti. Or we can sit into Siddhasana, left or right, same thing. or we can sit in lotus, half lotus or full lotus. And if you're sitting in lotus pose, we can bring both hands on the side. We can lift the body up. We can swing. This all makes the arms, the upper arms more stronger. Great. If you try, we can also bring our palms under, like in between the folded hands, and then we can lift our body up. It is a little bit tough to holding the body up. At least we can try. With practice, we can stay in a pose. Bring both hands on a side. Try to keep the back straight. We will do Parvatasana. Close the eyes with full awareness as we inhale. Bring both hands together in front of the chest in pranam. Exhale. Inhale. As we raise both hands up, rest them on the top of the head. Exhale. Deeply inhale. As we extend both hands together up, all the way up over the head. Elbows straight. The trunk is also stretched upward. We can inhale, exhale in a pose, but we will coordinate with the breath. So as soon as we start lowering our hands, we will do one long exhalation as we bring the hands back on top of the head, back at the chest, and all the way down. Let's do 2 more times. Do with your own pace. Do with breath coordination with 100% awareness, with closed eyes. If done, then bring both the hands into Dhyan Mudra or Gyan Mudra. First fingertip and thumb tip together, back straight, relax shoulders, close the eyes. We will do Bhastrika Pranayam. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Slowly, steadily. No need to use any force, no need to hold the breath. Try to fill up all the three lobes of the lungs, and try to empty them. Fill it, like when we filling them up, we emptying them, we feel that happening. Also, pay attention. Try to fill up as we breathe in. try to fill up the lower lobes of the lung, that's the abdomen area, so stomach will pop out. Then it will be the middle lobe, and at the end, we are filling up the chest. As we breathe out, first stomach will go inward, emptying that area, then comes to the middle, and at end it will be the chest area. Because of that, we will have some bodily movements as well. Be 100% aware of that. Slowly open the eyes and breathe normal. So everybody knows that we have two lungs. Left side lung is slightly smaller than the right side. That's because of the heart. So left side is smaller, right side, but still both sides there are three lobes, each of the lungs. So when we breathe in and out, like other pranayams, we try to raise our hand up onto the sideways. So because of the right lung is longer, we just expanding it a little bit longer. So we breathe in more air, breathe in and out. So next we will do Surya Nadi Pranayam. Inhale and exhale on right and right only. You can make a Vishnu Mudra on right hand. You can use the ring fingertip to continuously block the left nostril. Left hand can be in Dhyan Mudra, Vayu Mudra, any mudra you like. Relax it. On right hand, up and a sideway. Deeply inhale onto the right and deeply exhale onto the right. Okay, when you breathe out on right, then inhale, exhale normal. Relax the hand. So if we sit tall, like if we're not sitting like this, if we sit tall, back straight, And if we extend our hand up, it will give more capacity to intake, more extra air intake. Next, we'll do Kapalbhati. Let's make Vayu Mudra on both the hands. Roll first fingertip into root of thumb. Sit tall. Deeply inhale. Fill up all the 3 lobes of the lungs. Then we will exhale, 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 exhale in multiple exhalations. We will breathe out, emptying all the 3 lobes of the lungs. Then we're going to deeply inhale again and do that second time, third time. Okay. Conclude. Breathe in and out normal. When you breathe out fully, and open up the palms toward the ceiling till the head up. Get into Sambhavi Mudra for 10 seconds. Okay, come back. So, Kapalbhati, we usually do 2 different kind, right? So one is like, when we breathe in, the way just did, breathe out, breathe out, breathe out, breathe out, till end. Again, we breathe in, fill up the lungs, then breathe out forcefully, right? And each time we might get a little bit back because our body automatically gets some air back. That's okay. Second way of Kapalbhati also sometimes we do is like breathe in and out forcefully. But in that case, we are not getting chance to emptying our lungs. Over here, we just breathe out, breathe out, breathe out till we are completely emptying our lung. That's the best way because it throws all the toxin and bad prana, the stuck prana from bottom of the lungs. That's why it also used in one of the cleansing technique. Sat Kriya, Ayurveda ni andar je Sat Kriya ganai se the cleansing technique. That Kapalbhati pranayam is one of the cleansing technique. So some place they might don't call it pranayama, they just call it kriya. That's okay, we're just using it to warm up the body. Okay, next we will do variation of the Bastrika pranayam. Inhale, raise both hands up. Exhale, make a fist down. Inhale forward, exhale back. Try to make fist each time when we bring hands closer. Forcefully inhale, exhale. Deep inhale, deep exhale. If you have a blood pressure issue, heart problem, do it slowly or you can avoid it. Then relax and bring the body into Sambhavi Mudra for 10 seconds. Completely still the body, awareness in between the eyebrows. Good. And come back. Separate the feet, straighten the knees, legs are fully grounded. We'll do Upavishta Konasana. Inhale, raise both hands up. As we exhale, try to bend from the lower back. And also in each of the forward bending, we're going to try to bring our upper body further forward. We can grab the feet and lower the trunk and head as we keep on pushing even further forward. Inhale, come back up. Second time, longer duration. All the way down. Make sure the knee stays straight. Each exhalation, we're going to keep on pressing the head and trunk further down. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, grab the big toe with the opposite side hand. Inhale, raise the other hand up and look into the ceiling through the palm which is up. Exhale, both hands down. Inhale, both hands up. Exhale onto the second side. This is Upavishta Konasana. Upavishta means sitting posture while we are seated. Exhale, both hands down. We will do second round. If we do with breath coordination, there is a greater chance that we get into better posture. Come back and complete onto the second side. Exhale, both hands down. Interlock the fingers. We will do Chakri Chalanasana. Invert, reverse the palms, elbows straight. As we inhale, lean slightly backward and hover around the palms onto the one side. Exhale, bend down. So the palms going onto the second foot. Coming back up, inhale. If we close the eyes, we can keep our awareness at the pelvis area, hip joints, the waist, and see how the stretches moves in a circle. When we bend down, we can try to get our forehead very close to the floor. 3 to 4 circles in a one direction. If you're done, then you can reverse the direction and the same amount of circles into the opposite direction. Okay, once done, you can bring both feet together, align them. We will do Paschimottanasana. Inhale, raise both hands. We can lean slightly backward. Also try to pull the upper body away from the hips. Fully exhale, bend down, tuck the stomach inward, grab the feet. As long as we can hold the breath out, we can keep on pushing our trunk further down. Feel the pressure at the lower abdomen against the thighs. Inhale, come back up. Second round, Paschimottanasana. Fully exhale, bend down, tuck the stomach inward. That's applying the Uddiyana Bandh. And holding the Uddiyana Bandh, we're gonna hold the breath out and We're going to keep on pressing the trunk and head down. Inhale, come back up. We will do complementary pose, backward bending. We will do Purva Uttanasana with help of both the palms at the back. We can do with the folded knees if you are unable to do with the straight leg. Otherwise, do with the straight leg. Next inhalation, lift the lower back up. Push the toes toward the floor and drop the head at back of the body. And look into the back wall. So body will be one straight line from back of the head to the heels. Very slowly bring the body back onto the floor. In Dandasana, goal pose, L shape. Let's do Vakrasana. Hold at the right knee. So right foot beside the left knee. Bring the right hand at the back. Don't bring it too far. Try to bring it as close as possible. Align it with the spine. Inhale. Raise the left hand up. We can hug the right folded leg and we can exhale, look back, or we can bring our left hand around the right knee, or even if we have more flexibility, we can push the right knee further towards left and we can grab the left knee. In any of these cases, fully exhale and look back, align the chin with the right shoulder, feel the full twist. Very slowly come out of the pose with full awareness, transition to the second side. Also do the breath coordination while getting into the pose. And come back. Okay, next we'll do Akarna Dhanurasana. So currently both legs are straight. Grab the left big toe with the right hand, with the left hand, left first two fingers. So we should not grab reverse way. We should grab whatever the curve of the arm is. And we can fold at the right knee, grab the right ankle from the outward with the right hand, and we can pull the right foot at the right ear, and try to shut down the ear with the right foot. Akarna Dhanurasana. And we will try on the second side. So before we fold the other leg, we should just grab the big toe. Then we can fold at the knee. So we can try at least and as much as we can do. And complete. Next, can get into Gomukhasan. Can adjust the body if we need to. But whichever knee is up, that side hand will go from up Even we can use the other hand to push the first hand down. Then we can bring the other hand directly at the back. So there is a greater chance of connecting both the hands. If we have difficulty connecting, we can just use the napkin, cloth napkin, or the yoga strap, belt, anything. Deep inhale, as we exhale, bend down, tuck the stomach in, inhale, come back up, release the hands and switch the leg position, go Mukhasan onto the second side. Once we have a good connection, the hands at the back, and we can correct the posture, straighten the trunk, look straight at the level of the eyes, head, neck, trunk, knees, all in one vertical line. Deep inhale, exhale, tuck the stomach in and bend down. Inhale, come back up, release the hands, and we can sit into Vajrasana for a few seconds. It's a great posture. This can be done anytime, even after the meal. It's even more advisable. Now we can go on the toes, all the 10 toes. We will still sit on the heels. Bring both the hands onto the one side, extend the leg, straighten the knee. Deep inhale. As we deep exhale, try to walk both the hands towards the heel of the straight leg and start lowering the head onto the knee. So both the hands are same line as the heel and the forehead onto the straight knee. Inhale, exhale here. Each exhalation we can keep on pushing the head further down. Next inhalation, raise the head and start walking the hands towards the body. And slowly switching toward the second side. First, we're going to bring both the hands onto the other side, and then extend the leg out. Deep inhale. As we exhale, start walking hands closer to the heel and bringing forehead onto the straight knee. Inhale, exhale, normal. But each exhalation, we're going to keep on pushing head and trunk further down. Inhale, raise the head, walk both hands closer to the body, and again on the toes, and we can drop the knees onto the floor, back to Vajrasana. Bring both, sit on a side of both the feet Parshvavadrasana. We can keep our hand over here, the socket, try to keep the trunk straight. Inhale, raise the other hand up. As we exhale, bring it down, or we can extend this hand a little bit away so we can have a curve. This is mermaid. Keep looking up into the ceiling. Keep pressing the hand onto the second side. Come back to Vajrasana. Onto the second side. So we'll keep our palm a little bit away, but we're gonna push it so our trunk will stay vertical. Inhale, raise the other hand up. Exhale, keep looking up. We will try to curve onto the second side. Keep looking up. Keep pushing the hand onto the opposite side. Come back to Vajrasana. Few seconds in Virasana. Slide the heels out. So we're going to be sitting straight onto the floor. Our glute muscles, sitting bones directly on the floor. Try not to slouch. Keep the back straight. Okay, we can try to do twist over here. Inhale, and we exhale. Look back with help of both the hands. This will create the spring action. If we let both the hands go, our body will automatically comes back in front. Exhale onto the second side. Come back and back to Vajrasana, diamond pose. We will do Mandukasana, frog pose. Extend both hands out. Deeply inhale, hold the breath in lower abdomen, make tight fist. Then place top of the fist in between the ribcage and navel. Now forcefully exhale. Without leaving the heels, drop the trunk and head down. When we can no longer push the trunk and head down, we can hold the trunk there and tilt the head up. Inhale, come back up. We will do second round, frog pose, Mandukasana, same sequence. Deep inhale, then place the fist at the proper place, fully exhale, forcefully, bend down and tilt the head upward. Inhale, come back up. And next we'll do complementary pose, Supine Vajrasana. Or if we do it from Virasana, you can go ahead and do it from Virasana. Or you can stay on Vajrasana and then do it. With help of both the palms, folded elbow. Slowly we can bring our back and back of the head onto the floor. Make sure the knee stays down. You can move the shoulder blades also away from each other. So the area of the back in between the shoulder blades also rest on the floor. Raise both hands and we can rest the palms on top of the thighs. Relax the lower back, relax hip joints, thigh muscles, knee joints, calf muscles. will see lots of pressure at the lumbar area. And some stretches, extensions, thigh muscles, calf muscles, knee joints, multiple body parts. It's a great pose. So during off time, whenever you do it your own, try to do it for a minute or so. Then you can even do from minute to 2 minutes. Initially, you can use pillow or some support if you need to. Whenever you need to come out of the pose, grab the ankles, push elbows onto the floor, and bring the body up back into Vajrasana or Virasana. Okay, let's go on the knee. And we will do gate pose. Extend the right leg out. Inhale, raise the right hand up. Left hand up. As we exhale, bend towards the right side. Keep looking up into the ceiling. Reach to the right ankle with the right hand. Inhale, come back up. And we will do the variation as well. Bring the left palm beside the left knee. Inhale, raise the right hand up. Exhale, bring it towards the left side. Push the right palm down towards the floor. So the entire right side of the body will make one big arch. See, the trunk is also become curved, the circle, the rounded. Slowly bring the right hand at the waist. Inhale, raise the right leg up. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale up. Exhale, bring it down. 3, down. 4, 5, and hold it. Hold for 5 counts. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly bring the right foot back onto the floor, right knee on the floor, and we will do gate pose, Parikasana, onto the other side. Inhale, raise the right hand up. As we exhale, bend towards left side, keep looking up into the ceiling. Fully exhale. With left hand, reach out to the left ankle. So the reason we keep looking up into the ceiling is so our body will stay in same plane. Inhale, back up into the variation. Bring the right palm beside the right knee. Inhale, raise the left hand up. Exhale, bring the left hand towards the right side. Push it down towards the floor. The entire left side of the body forming a one big arch. Inhale, bring the left hand at the waist. Next inhalation, raise the left leg up. Exhale, lower it. Inhale up. Exhale down. 3, 4, 5, and hold it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly bring the left foot back onto the floor, both knees on the floor, and slide the knees and feet same as the shoulder width. We will do Urdhva Ustrasana, half camel pose. Bring both hands at the waist. You can try to do bringing the fingertips pointing upward, but actually both ways are fine, whichever way is more comfortable for you. Our goal is to just keep pushing the pelvis area forward. Next inhalation, look up, bend down, look into the back wall, keep pushing the pelvis forward. So our pelvis should be beyond the knees on the floor. That much we need to push out. And also try to bring both elbows together at the back. So holding these three forces. One is keep dropping the head down at the back, keep pushing the pelvis forward, and keep bringing both the elbows together. Few more seconds. And slowly come out of the pose. Straighten the trunk and bend forward. Get into tabletop pose. Both palms on the floor, both knees on the floor. We'll do twisting on one side. Deep inhale. As we exhale, just bring the left hand under the body towards the right side and left side of the face on the floor. Make a fist onto the right hand. Bring it at the back of the body. Now push the back of the left palm onto the floor. At the same time, try to twist the body towards the ceiling. So look into the ceiling. As we inhale, bring the right hand onto the floor, left hand onto the floor, back to tabletop pose. Couple of inhale, exhale here. Now deep inhale. As we deep exhale, getting into the pose onto the second side. Make a fist on left hand, bring at back of the body, and push the back of the right palm onto the floor and twist the upper body toward the ceiling. Look into the ceiling. Inhale, come back into the tabletop pose. We will do Vyagrasana, tiger pose. Look straight into the front wall as high as possible. Next inhalation, kick the right leg at the back. The right toes pointing towards the back wall. Knee straight. So the right leg will stay parallel to the floor. Inhale, exhale, normal. Relax the lower back. Gently fold at the right knee without dropping it. Hold it at 90 degrees. So now the toes pointing toward the ceiling. Continue relaxing the lower back. Inhale, exhale, normal. Keep looking into the front wall. With next inhalation, raise the left hand up and grab the right foot and pull the right leg up. As high as possible. One more great effort to raise it up before we bring it down. Now very slowly when we inhale, exhale, bring the left palm and right knee back onto the floor, back to tabletop pose. Couple inhale, exhale. Continue looking straight into the front wall. Next inhalation, kick the left foot back, left toes pointing towards back wall. So left leg parallel to the floor, left knee straight. Inhale, exhale, normal. Relax the lower back. Next inhalation, hold the left knee at 90 degree without dropping it. You can quickly turn around and also correct the posture if you like. Once you make any correction, then continue looking into the front wall. Inhale, exhale, normal. Relax, continue relaxing the lower back. Next inhalation, raise the right hand up and grab the left foot and pull it up as high as possible. At the same time, keep looking into the front wall as high as possible as well. One last effort before bring it down. Next exhalation, bring the right palm, left knee back onto the floor, back to tabletop pose. We will do cat and cow pose, Marjariasana. Inhale, look up. Also try to push the lower back up. Try to make the spine downward arch. Fully exhale, look at navel. Try to make the spine upward arch. Inhale upward. Exhale, look down. So do 2 to 3 more times. Do with breath coordination. Do with your own pace. Okay, once done, then we can again back onto the knees and we will stand up. Relax the legs, feet, thighs, hands. Okay, we will start our Yoga Nidra right at 9 o'clock today. Because a little bit longer. Shift the body weight onto the toes and heels. Few times. Lift the toes together and lift the heels together. Then Tadasana. Inhale. Palms upside down. Interlock the fingers. Raise both heels up. Stay on the toes. Exhale down. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale down. And we will walk on the heels around the mat, 2 circles. And then 2 circles on the toes. Okay. Next we'll do Kati Chakrasana. Separate the feet far apart. You can bring both hands at the waist. You can keep our thumbs at the sacrum. Sacrum is like just under the root of the spine. It's a small bone. Deep inhale. As we exhale, turn the upper body, the waist and above towards one side. Look back. Feel the full twist at the waist. Inhale, back to center. Exhale toward the second side. Inhale back. One more time. Come back and complete onto the second side. Okay. Then we will do triangle pose, twisted triangle. Inhale in a star position. Exhale. Grab the big toe with the opposite side hand. Other hand will go 90-degree up. Look into the ceiling through the palm, which is up 90-degree. Inhale, come back. Exhale onto the second side. Come back. Next we will do Parivritta Trikonasana. Similar way but extended one. Bring the hand outward of the ankle and then second hand will go vertically up. And look into the ceiling directly over the head. Inhale. We will complete onto the second side. Come back and come back, but just move in front of the mat. I'm going to put the Surya Namaskar mantra that covers overall all the body part, because some people may be able to do some pose, some people may not. Since Surya Namaskar, at least it covers general. Like always in a buffet menu, there should be some items that will general to anyone, like that. So roll the shoulders back and down. Oops. I have to share the audio first. Okay, now it's good. So roll the shoulders back and down and let's start.
Surya Namah. मरीचये नमः। ॐ आदित्याय नमः। ॐ सवित्रे नमः। ॐ अर्काय नमः। ॐ भास्कराय नमः। ॐ मित्राय नमः। ॐ रवये नमः। ॐ सूर्याय नमः। ॐ भानवे नमः। ॐ खगाय नमः। ॐ पूष्णे नमः। ॐ हिरण्यगर्भाय नमः। ॐ मरीचये नमः। ॐ आदित्याय नमः। ॐ सवित्रे नमः। ॐ अर्काय नमः। ॐ भास्कराय नमः। ॐ मित्राय नमः। ॐ रवये नमः। ॐ सूर्याय नमः। ॐ भानवे नमः। ॐ खगाय नमः। ॐ पूष्णे नमः। ॐ हिरण्यगर्भाय नमः। ॐ मरीचये नमः। ॐ आदित्याय नमः। ॐ सवित्रे नमः। ॐ अर्काय नमः। ॐ भास्कराय नमः।
Okay, let's do Paschim Namaskar. Both palms at the back, fingertips pointing down to begin with. Then we can turn the palms upward and push up as much as possible. We can intertwine the thumbs, hold them for a few seconds. and release. So next we'll do a couple of balancing pose, then into Shavasana. So slowly get into tree pose, Vrikshasana. If you have some balance issue, then we can just keep the palms at the chest, or we can just raise them all the way up. Slowly come back and transition to the second side. Any of the balancing poses, we need to get into the pose slowly. Okay, once we stayed long enough, come down. And next we'll do Uttishta Hasta Padangushtasana. Very slowly, just grab the big toe on the same side, two first fingers, straighten the knee, then we can just slide it on a sideway, raise the other hand up. If you want to use it as a counterweight, if you still have balance, then we can look onto the opposite side. And at the end, if possible, we can bring the leg again front and down. Onto the second side. Try to straighten the knee as much as possible. You can use a chair to practice this pose. Okay, once done, everybody tried enough on both the sides, and we can lay down in Shavasana. Yes, directly into Shavasana. In Surya Namaskar we did, and we also had a lots of forward backward bending already. And do the cycling while in a pose while I set up the audio. So you can raise both legs up, hold at the knees, and 10 pedal forward, 10 pedal backward.
सांस जो चल रही है उसका अनुभव करना है। बिल्कुल
Okay, once done, then again lay down into Shavasana. And let's follow the instructions word by word. It's about 25-26 minutes. So don't fall in asleep. Make sure we are completely awake, and second by second we have full awareness on what is being said, what we listen, and we'll just try to follow. You can have a final moments if you want to cover yourself. If you want to turn the lights down, go ahead and do that. In about 10 seconds, the audio will start.
एक गहरी सांस लें और सांस को छोड़ते हुए धीरे से आंखें बंद करें। अपना ध्यान सांस के चलने पर रखें। बिल्कुल स्वाभाविक रूप से सांस लेना है, बिल्कुल स्वाभाविक रूप से। सांस अपने आप चलती रहेगी, आपको बस सांस जो चल रही है उसका अनुभव करना है। आपका ध्यान इस वक्त सांस के चलने पर है। सांस बिल्कुल नॉर्मल रूप से चल रही है, बिल्कुल स्वाभाविक रूप से सांस अंदर जा रही है और बाहर निकल रही है। बाहर निकलने वाली हर सांस के साथ आपका शरीर रिलैक्स होता जा रहा है, शांत और शिथिल होता जा रहा है। बाहर निकलने वाली हर सांस के साथ आपका शरीर रिलैक्स और शांत होता जा रहा है। अनुभव करें। अपने दोनों पैरों को बिल्कुल ढीला छोड़ दें। दोनों पैरों को बिल्कुल ढीला छोड़ दें, उन्हें रिलैक्स होने दें। वे अपने आप रिलैक्स होते जाएंगे। दोनों पैर बिल्कुल आराम से हैं, रिलैक्स हो रहे हैं। रिलैक्स, रिलैक्स, जस्ट रिलैक्स। दोनों पैरों में हो रहे रिलैक्सेशन के सेंसेशंस पर ध्यान दें। आपके दोनों पैर रिलैक्स होते जा रहे हैं, बिल्कुल शांत होते जा रहे हैं। दोनों पैर बिल्कुल रिलैक्स हो चुके हैं। अब अपना ध्यान कमर, पेट, पीठ और सीने के सारे मसल्स पर ले जाएं। पेट, कमर, सीना, पीठ, सब कुछ रिलैक्स होता जाएगा, अपने आप शांत और शिथिल होता जाएगा। कमर, पेट, सीना और पीठ की सारी मांसपेशियां अपने आप रिलैक्स हो रही है। रिलैक्स, रिलैक्स, जस्ट रिलैक्स। कमर, पेट, पीठ, चेस्ट, सब कुछ रिलैक्स हो चुका है, शांत और शिथिल हो चुका है। अब अपने दोनों हाथों को बिल्कुल ढीला छोड़ दें, उन्हें रिलैक्स होने दें। दोनों हाथ कंधों से लेकर उंगलियों तक अपने आप रिलैक्स होते जाएंगे। दोनों हाथ रिलैक्स हो रहे हैं, शिथिल हो रहे हैं, अनुभव करें। कंधों से लेकर दोनों हाथ के पंजों तक, उंगलियों तक सब कुछ रिलैक्स हो रहा है। दोनों हाथों में रिलैक्सेशन के जो सेंसेशंस हो रहे हैं उन पर ध्यान दें। दोनों हाथ बिल्कुल रिलैक्स हो रहे हैं। रिलैक्स, रिलैक्स, जस्ट रिलैक्स। अब अपना ध्यान गर्दन, चेहरा और सिर के ऊपरी हिस्से पर ले जाएं और गर्दन, चेहरा और सिर के ऊपरी हिस्से को रिलैक्स होने दें। वे अपने आप रिलैक्स होते जाएंगे। गर्दन, चेहरा यानी गाल, होठ, कान, मुंह का अंदरूनी हिस्सा, आँखें, सब कुछ रिलैक्स हो रहा है। चेहरे पर अंदर और बाहर जो भी सेंसेशंस हो रहे हों उसका अनुभव करें। सिर का ऊपरी हिस्सा जहाँ पर ब्रेन होता है, ये सब कुछ रिलैक्स हो रहा है। रिलैक्स, रिलैक्स, जस्ट रिलैक्स। गर्दन, चेहरा और सिर का ऊपरी हिस्सा बिल्कुल रिलैक्स हो चुका है। पैरों के पंजों से शुरू हुए रिलैक्सेशन के ये स्पंदन सिर के ऊपरी हिस्से तक फैल चुके हैं। आपका पूरा शरीर शांत है, शिथिल है, रिलैक्स्ड है। अब अपना ध्यान अपने पैरों की तरफ ले जाएं। जस्ट बिकम अवेयर ऑफ बोथ योर लेग्स। दोनों पैरों के प्रति जागरूक हों। दोनों पैरों के पंजे, दोनों पैरों के पंजों को कहे कि इतने सालों से तूने मेरा जो वज़न उठाया है उसके लिए मैं बहुत गहराई से ग्रैटिट्यूड फील करता हूँ। मुझे डीप ग्रैटिट्यूड फील हो रहा है। थैंक यू वेरी मच। जो वज़न उठाया है तुमने मेरा इतने सालों से, उसके लिए धन्यवाद, धन्यवाद, धन्यवाद। अपने पैरों के पंजों से कहे। आपके ये दोनों पैरों ने बचपन से लेकर आज तक आपका वज़न उठाया है। अब अपना ध्यान दोनों घुटनों पर ले जाएं। नी जॉइंट्स, दोनों घुटनों को कहें कि बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया, थैंक यू। अपने दोनों घुटनों से कहें जैसे कि वो कोई व्यक्ति हो और हम उसके साथ बात कर रहे हों, उस तरह से उनके साथ बात करना है। उनका आभार प्रकट करें। उनसे कहें कि इतने सालों से तुमने मेरा वज़न उठाया है, मैंने कितनी दौड़ भाग की है, कहाँ कहाँ से छलांगे लगाई हैं बचपन में, कितने जर्क्स दिए हैं तुम्हें, मगर तुम अभी भी काम कर रहे हो। आई एम फीलिंग डीप ग्रैटिट्यूड फॉर दैट। मैं बहुत खुश हूँ और तुम्हारा आभार प्रकट कर रहा हूँ। दोनों घुटनों से कहें थैंक यू, थैंक यू, थैंक यू। अब अपना ध्यान कमर पर ले आएं और कमर से कहें कि इतने सालों से तुमने जो मेरा काम किया है, तुम मेरे शरीर का केंद्र हो। तुम्हारे पर भी बहुत वज़न आया है, फिर भी तुमने अपना काम जारी रखा है। मेरी हर भाग दौड़ में, मेरे उठने बैठने में तुम पर बोझ आया है, वो तुमने बहुत भली भांति काम किया है अभी तक। थैंक यू वेरी मच। ये आपका शरीर है, ये आप नहीं है, ये आपसे अलग है, शरीर है। इसने सालों से आपके लिए बहुत कुछ किया हुआ है। उस काम के लिए, वो जो सेवा उसने की है, उसके लिए अंदर से एक आभार का भाव महसूस करें। यस, खुशी का भाव महसूस करें। अपनी कमर से कहें कि मैं जितनी बार झुका हूँ या झुकी हूँ, तुमने मुझे सपोर्ट दिया है। मेरे बैठने में, मेरे उठने में, चलने फिरने में, कदम कदम पर तुम्हारा सहकार मिला है मुझे। थैंक यू वेरी मच। अब अपना ध्यान वहां से थोड़ा ऊपर ले जाएं, पेट की ओर। अपने पेट की ओर ध्यान ले जाएं और अपने पेट से कहें, पेट के अंदर जो कुछ भी हमारे अवयव है उनसे कहें, जो भी हमारा डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम है, पाचन तंत्र है, उनके सारे ऑर्गन्स को कहें थैंक यू, थैंक यू, थैंक यू। बचपन से लेकर आज तक मैंने जो कुछ भी खाया उसको पचाने का काम तुमने किया है और बहुत अच्छी तरह से किया है, और आज भी तुम काम कर रहे हो, इस बात की बड़ी खुशी है मुझे। थैंक यू वेरी मच। आई फील डीप ग्रैटिट्यूड फॉर दैट। आई एम वेरी हैप्पी विथ योर सर्विस। मैंने जो कुछ भी खाया, जो कुछ भी पिया, उन सब को पचाने में मुझे पता है कि ताकत लगती है, शक्ति लगती है, मगर तुमने सब किया, सब पचाया। थैंक यू। मैंने ऐसी बहुत सारी चीज़ें खाई होगी जो खाने योग्य ना हो, या तो जिसको डाइजेस्ट करना तुम्हारे लिए बहुत मुश्किल हो, मगर फिर भी तुमने उसका डाइजेशन किया है। थैंक यू वेरी मच। मुझे तुम्हारा आभार बहुत पहले प्रकट करना चाहिए था, मगर इस वक्त मैं बहुत खुश हूँ। आई एम रियली वेरी थैंकफुल टू यू। थैंक यू वेरी मच। अपने पेट से कहें सारे डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम का आभार प्रकट करें कि आज तुम्हारे कारण मैं बहुत सारे काम कर सकता हूँ। मुझसे बहुत काम अच्छी तरह से हो रहे हैं क्योंकि सब कुछ अच्छी तरह से डाइजेस्ट हो रहा है, और उसके लिए रिस्पॉन्सिबल तुम हो। थैंक यू वेरी मच। कहें अपने पेट से। किडनीज भी है, उनको भी थैंक यू कहे। अब अपना ध्यान वहां से धीरे धीरे ऊपर लाते जाएं, हार्ट की ओर, हृदय। अपने हार्ट को कहें थैंक यू वेरी मच कि तुम अभी भी धड़क रहे हो, तुम इस पल में भी काम कर रहे हो। थैंक यू वेरी मच। तुम हो तो जिंदगी है, तुम्हारा काम जब तक जारी है जिंदगी जारी है। तुम्हारा काम अभी भी जारी है, उसके लिए मुझे बहुत खुशी हो रही है। आई एम फीलिंग डीप ग्रैटिट्यूड फॉर योर सर्विस। थैंक यू वेरी मच। थैंक यू, थैंक यू, थैंक यू, थैंक यू। अपने हृदय से कहें कि मुझे बड़ी खुशी है कि तुम अभी भी काम कर रहे हो। आज सुबह न जाने कितने लोग इस शहर में जो रहते हैं, उनमें से कई लोगों का हृदय आज सुबह बंद हो चुका होगा, मगर तुम अभी भी काम कर रहे हो। थैंक यू वेरी मच। मैंने शायद ऐसे बहुत सारे इमोशंस जो मेरे अंदर नहीं पैदा होना चाहिए फिर भी किए होंगे, नेगेटिव इमोशंस, चिंता, दुख, स्ट्रेस, भय, क्रोध, डिसलाइक्स, इरिटेशंस, ये सब के कारण तुझे काम करने में शायद बड़ी तकलीफ हुई होगी, मगर तू फिर भी काम कर रहा है। थैंक यू वेरी मच। आई एम रियली वेरी हैप्पी कि तुम काम कर रहे हो। थैंक यू, थैंक यू, थैंक यू। और वहां से ध्यान अपने दोनों हाथों पे ले आए, दोनों हाथों में अपना ध्यान ले जाए और दोनों हाथों को कहे कि धन्यवाद, धन्यवाद तुम्हारा दोनों का। तुम दोनों ने कितने सारे काम किए हैं मेरे, बल्कि सुबह से लेकर शाम तक मैं अनगिनत काम तुमसे लेता हूं या लेती हूं। तुम दोनों एक साथ मिलकर मेरे कितने सारे काम निपटा देते हो। थैंक यू वेरी मच। तुम्हारा काम करने का कौशल बहुत अच्छा है। आई फील डीप ग्रैटिट्यूड फॉर दैट। थैंक यू। तुम्हारी कार्य कुशलता के कारण मेरा बहुत विकास हुआ है। थैंक यू, थैंक यू वेरी मच। अपने दोनों हाथों के प्रति ग्रैटिट्यूड महसूस करें, रियल फील करें। अब वहां से ध्यान धीरे धीरे गर्दन की ओर ले आए और गर्दन का आभार प्रकट करें। ये अपने शरीर का वो हिस्सा है जिसके ऊपर हमारा सर है और उसको पूरा बैलेंस में रखती है गर्दन। उसका आभार प्रकट करें। ये गर्दन का रोल क्या होता है, गर्दन की भूमिका क्या होती है, वो उनको पता होता है कि जिसकी गर्दन में कुछ समस्या होती है। मगर मेरी गर्दन इस वक्त बहुत अच्छी तरह से अपनी ड्यूटी कर रही है। मुझे बहुत खुशी हो रही है। थैंक यू, थैंक यू, थैंक यू। अब वहां से अपना ध्यान अपने मुंह के अंदर ले जाएं, जहां पर दांत हैं, मसूड़े हैं, जीभ है, योर टंग, आपके टेस्ट बर्ड्स। अपनी जीभ को कहे थैंक यू वेरी मच, थैंक यू वेरी मच कि आज तुम बहुत परफेक्टली काम कर पा रही हो। तुम्हारे कारण मैं कितने स्वादों का अनुभव मुझे हो रहा है और बचपन से होता आया है। तरह तरह के स्वादिष्ट भोजन मैंने लिए हैं और वो मुझे बहुत अच्छे लगे, सिर्फ और सिर्फ तुम्हारे कारण। तुम न होती तो स्वाद का पता ना होता। थैंक यू वेरी मच। आई फील डीप ग्रैटिट्यूड फॉर योर ड्यूटी। थैंक यू वेरी मच। धन्यवाद, धन्यवाद, धन्यवाद। अब वहां से ध्यान ले जाएं अपने दोनों कानों की तरफ। दोनों कानों का अंदरूनी हिस्सा अनुभव करें, कानों के अंदरूनी हिस्से का, और दोनों कानों को कहें कि तुम अभी भी काम कर रहे हो। ये मेरे लिए बहुत खुशी की बात है। कितने सालों से काम किया है और तुम एक ऐसे हो कि जिसको कभी भी आराम नहीं है, कभी आराम नहीं मिला। कोई पल ऐसा नहीं है कि तुम्हारे अंदर कोई ध्वनि सुनाई न दे रही हो, दिन में, रात में, मगर तुमने फिर भी परफेक्टली काम किया है इतने सालों से। थैंक यू वेरी मच। मुझे बहुत खुशी है कि तुम आज भी परफेक्टली सुन सकते हो। छोटी सी छोटी आवाज तुम सुन सकते हो। थैंक यू वेरी मच। तुम्हारे कारण मैंने कितना सुंदर संगीत सुना है, कितने सारे म्यूजिक्स, कितने सारे गाने लोगों की मीठी बातें, मेरे जीवन में उपयोगी प्रेरणात्मक बातें, सब कुछ तुम्हारे कारण मैंने सुना है। थैंक यू वेरी मच। थैंक यू, थैंक यू, थैंक यू। और अब वहाँ से ध्यान ले जाए अपनी आँखों की तरफ। बंद पलकों के पीछे जो आँखें हैं आपकी, वहाँ पर ध्यान ले जाएं और दोनों आँखों से कहे कि तुमने बचपन से लेकर आज तक मेरी बड़ी सेवा की है। सारा जगत तुमने मुझे दिखाया है। थैंक यू, क्या कहूँ, बहुत शुक्रिया। ये जगत इतना सुंदर है, दुनिया इतनी ब्यूटीफुल है, कितने सारे नज़ारे देखे हैं मैंने। ये सब कुछ तेरे कारण संभव है। तेरे कारण ही मैंने मेरे फैमिली मेंबर्स को देखा है, बचपन से लेकर आज तक दोस्तों को देखा है, कितनी सुंदर चीज़ों को देखा है, देखने जैसी कई जगहों को देखा है। तुम्हारे कारण मैं कितना पढ़ना मेरे लिए पॉसिबल हो पाया है। थैंक यू वेरी मच, थैंक यू। अगर तुम अपना काम नहीं करती तो जिंदगी में मानो अंधेरा होता। थैंक यू वेरी मच। तुमने बहुत अच्छी तरह से काम किया है मेरा। मुझे बहुत गर्व है तुम पर। आई फील डीप ग्रैटिट्यूड फॉर दैट। और अब अपना ध्यान सिर के ऊपरी हिस्से तक ले जाएं, जहां ब्रेन होता है, और अपने ब्रेन का, अपने दिमाग का आभार प्रकट करें। उससे कहें कि तुम्हारे कारण मैंने बहुत सारी चीज़ों को समझा है, एनालाइज किया है। मेरे अंदर बहुत सारी जो ज़रूरी बातें थी, वो सब बातें एज ए मेमोरी स्टोर किया है, क्योंकि तुम अच्छी तरह से काम कर रहे हो, अन्यथा यह संभव नहीं था। थैंक यू वेरी मच। मेरे हर डिसीजन में, मेरे हर निर्णय में तुम्हारा बहुत बड़ा रोल है, और मेरे सारे शरीर की जो पूरी सिस्टम्स है उसका पूरा कंट्रोल तुम्हारे पास है, और तुम बहुत अच्छी तरह से काम कर रहे हो। आई एम रियली वेरी हैप्पी फॉर योर ड्यूटी। बहुत अच्छा, थैंक यू। क्योंकि तुम बहुत बैलेंस में काम कर रहे हो, इसलिए पूरा शरीर बैलेंस में काम कर रहा है। मेरे सभी सिस्टम्स काम कर रहे हैं क्योंकि तुम मजबूत हो। थैंक यू वेरी मच। अपने दिमाग का आभार प्रकट करें। ये आपका शरीर है, उसका आभार प्रकट करें। ये शरीर हम लेकर के नहीं आए थे, यहीं से बना हुआ है और यहीं छोड़ के जाना है। जितने साल शरीर हमारी सेवा करता है, तो वो जो सेवा है उसकी एक खुशी हो रही है इस वक्त, जाने शब्द नहीं है उसके लिए। आई एम फीलिंग रियली डीप ग्रैटिट्यूड फॉर माई बॉडी। पूरे शरीर की जो इम्यूनिटी है, रोग प्रतिरोधक शक्ति है, उसका आभार कि तुमने इतने सालों में न जाने कितने बैक्टीरिया, कितने वायरस, कितने छोटे छोटे जीव जंतुओं के सामने लड़ाई की है और मुझे आज तक जिंदा रखा है। थैंक यू माय डियर इम्यूनिटी, थैंक यू। मेरे शरीर की एक एक कोशिकाएं, मैं तुम्हारा आभारी हूँ। एक एक सेल्स, आई फील डीप ग्रैटिट्यूड फॉर योर ड्यूटी। थैंक यू, थैंक यू, थैंक यू। मुझे बड़ी खुशी है कि तुम सब लोग, पूरा शरीर, एक एक पार्ट, वाह, कितना अच्छी तरह से अपनी ड्यूटी कर रहे हो। थैंक यू, थैंक यू, थैंक यू, थैंक यू। इस वक्त आप गहरी शांत अवस्था में हैं, एक बहुत गहरे ग्रेटिट्यूड के एहसास में हैं, कुछ देर तक इसी एहसास में रहें। अब मैं 1 से 10 की गिनती करूंगा। अब मैं 1 से 10 की गिनती करूंगा। जैसे जैसे 10 तक जाता जाऊंगा, धीरे धीरे आप बाहर आते जाएंगे। अब मैं 1 से 10 की गिनती करूंगा। जैसे जैसे 10 तक जाता जाऊंगा, आप धीरे धीरे बाहर आते जाएंगे। 10 की गिनती पर आप पूर्ण रूप से जागृत होंगे। धीरे से अपनी आंखें खोलेंगे। पहले के मुकाबले फ्रेश होंगे, स्वस्थ होंगे। 1, 2, 3, धीरे धीरे बाहर आते जाएं। 4, 5, जब मैं 10 कहूँगा तब आप धीरे से अपनी आंखें खोलेंगे। 6, 7, 8, 9 और 10। धीरे से अपनी आंखें खोलें। धीरे से अपनी आंखें खोलें। नमस्ते। ये मेडिटेशन दिन में रोज एक बार अवश्य करें। ये मेरा आपसे खास सुझाव है कि ये मेडिटेशन दिन में कम से कम एक बार तो अवश्य करें। ये आपके शरीर पर, आपके मन पर बहुत ही सकारात्मक प्रभाव डालता है। ये मेडिटेशन मैंने अपने मेडिटेशन मास्टरी ऑनलाइन कोर्स से लिया हुआ है। वो उस कोर्स का एक छोटा सा हिस्सा है।
Okay, rub the palms against each other. Generate Urja. Rest warm hands over the eyes and face. Open and close eyes few times in dark. Slowly slide the hands down. Gently open the eyes. Give body a big stretch. Just take some stick pose. Stretch, stretch, and relax. Hold at both the knees. Roll the body onto the right side. Stay on right for about a couple of breaths. And very slowly bring the body up back into a comfortable sitting posture. Good. I hope que fue un gene. Okay. Let's do Anulom Vilom Pranayam. Inhale on right. Inhale on left, exhale on right. Inhale on right and exhale on left. Left to right, right to left. Alternate. Okay. When you breathe out on left and breathe in and out normal. Bring both hands on top of each other in a palm. Let's close the eyes, back straight, relax shoulders. We will chant Mahamrutyunjaya mantra 3 times, everybody together, followed by a short meditation and closing prayer. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarkumeva Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshiyamamrutat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarkumeva Bandhanat Mrityor Mukshiyamamrutat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarkumeva Bandhanat Mrityor Mukshiyamamrutat. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschit Dukhabhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Rub the palms against each other. Generate Urja. Make them warm. Cover the eyes and face under the palms. Move the palms over the eyes. Gently massage the eyelids. Blink the eyes few times in dark under the palms. Slowly slide the hands down. Gently open the eyes. Rub the palms one more time. Place them on top of the head, back of the head, shoulders, arms, trunk, legs, throughout the body to spread the energy within. Hari Om Tat Sat Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna. Have a wonderful weekend. And I'm going to let you guys unmute. Yep, you all can unmute.
Thank you, Bakul Bhai. Jai Shri Krishna.
Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om.
Thank you. This Swaminarayan was very good.
Thank you, Bakul Bhai. Jai Shri Krishna.